Dana White acts and behaves like a dictator. What do dictators in real life do? They purge the opposition. They cancel elections and they either imprison or they kill their opposition leaders heading up to an election. Well, the opposition in Dana's case are the reporters that start calling him out on shit. Right? Ariel Helwani doesn't go on to the UFC press conferences anymore. All of the reporters at the press conferences are yes men. They are leeches and dick suckers to dictator Dana's empire. And this is why the John Jones Tom Aspinall fiasco lasted so long. Because the reporters that did ask about it, they weren't harsh. They didn't dig deep. They just asked, are we getting the fight? And Dana would just brush them off. That's why the sport, in my opinion, that's why the UFC, in my opinion, has started to deteriorate over the past few years. Because there aren't guys like this fucking menace. I'm a day late to making this video. Everything travels fast on social media. Everybody's probably seen this. But I'm going to play it anyways. We're going to play it.
Couple questions for Dana. Dana, this fight, as you said earlier in the week, is said to be the third highest gate in combat sports history.
And here's the thing. Dana, in his arrogance, in his stupidity, he's on top of the world, wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars in each gambling session that he has with the Nelk boys. He decides to branch out. He decides to promote Canelo versus Crawford, which is also happening tonight. And I am going to watch it. And I am excited for it. But still, why are you going over to boxing? Why aren't you promoting UFC Noche? As you should, because you're the leader of that company. And because he went over to boxing, there's different reporters there. There aren't his henchmen just waiting for him like John Morgan and all these other losers that can't ask a tough question. And he was caught off guard. He was caught off guard. Big props to this guy for asking this question. I mean, it wasn't even a question. It was just an expose, let's be honest. Because this guy, he knew he wasn't going to get a legitimate answer. He just wanted to get on stage and expose Dana White. And it is kind of a scummy move. But to be honest, Dana White deserves that. Because Dana White is the biggest scumbag in the entire sports world. Not just MMA, but the entire sports world. He is a big, big scumbag. So he deserves this.
Second biggest gate you've promoted alongside Mayweather McGregor. The top 5 gates in combat sports history come in boxing, and they come in the last 10 years. So my question to you is, why then do you want to make sweeping changes to the Muhammad Ali Reform Act that is meant to protect fighters, to bring about a business model that currently has your company already paid out $375 million in antitrust lawsuits and has 2 potential pending class action lawsuits on the way as well?
Well, this is obviously...
He's like, well, this is obviously I wasn't expecting this. You know, Dana was smiling at first. You know, oh, he's talking about how this is such a big fight card. I wonder what kind of question this guy's going to ask. Oh, no, he's exposing me. All the antitrust lawsuits, the Muhammad Ali Safety Act. Oh, no. This motherfucker. I wasn't expecting this.
Along this question, if you want to talk to me about that, set up an interview. This isn't about me.
What a pussy motherfucker. You know, that is such a bitch-ass move. He would never do an interview with this guy. That's just such a cop-out. You really think Dana White's going to do an interview with that dude? No. Never. Look at... I hate him. Look at him, dude. Look at that smug piece of shit.
And my business is about these 2 guys on Saturday night.
Boo!
Earlier this week, the California State Athletic Commission...
Oh, here he keeps going.
TKO trying to bring those changes to the Ali Act, and it was postponed 3 months because of...
Listen, I get it.
Don't interrupt him, you bald pink fuck. Let him speak.
You want a showboat right now.
You got to
Set up an interview with me if this is really what you want to talk about.
You would never even do the interview with him. You would never even do the interview with him.
If you have questions for these 2, ask them and you can set up an interview with me.
Dana, my follow-up is, if TKO can't make those changes to the Omni Act, will you still invest in the sport of boxing? Will you compete in the market?
Listen, if you want to be an asshole, listen.
He's not an asshole. He's not an asshole. If this was any other guy, okay, maybe he kind of is an asshole because, you know, he's not asking a genuine question to get a genuine answer. He's doing it to expose him. But Dana White deserves this. Out of all the years of getting away with it, finally someone puts it up to the dictator, to Dictator Dana. That's what I'm going to be calling him now. I'm calling him Dictator Dana. All of the wealth goes to him. You know, if you go on Google and you type up his net worth, it says that he's like worth like 300 to 500 million. Nah. Dictator Dana is probably a billionaire at this point. He's probably a billionaire. I don't know if he's a multi-billionaire, but he's definitely a billionaire. And that's what dictators happen. Muammar Gaddafi, Vladimir Putin, Bashar al-Assad, all these dictators, they amass the wealth. The wealth goes to them. And all the peons, the peasants, aka the fighters, they don't get anything in return. They get paid shit. I mean, look at Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou should have stayed with the UFC if he was getting paid. But he wasn't. Because we had a fucking dictator leading this company.
Do it in private and we can do an interview.
Boo.
I showboat.
He's not showboating. He's not
If you
showboating.
have questions for these two that are fighting on Saturday, that's a different story.
Then Canelo, man.
This isn't a discussion to have at a press conference for these two that are going to fight on Saturday, two legends. If you want to set up an interview with me and ask me these questions,
If you want to set up an interview with me, an interview that you will decline, an interview that you wouldn't even respond to, he would never even respond to this interview. And if he did, he would decline it. He would just ghost him. It would never happen.
let's do it one-on-one.
Sounds
And
good.
you can ask me anything you want.
All right, well, Terrence and Saul have a good fight.
You have a question for these two?
No.
No? Beat it. Go.
What a fucking bitch. Beat it. Fuck you, Dana. Fuck you. I'm a day late on this video. I was going to post it yesterday, but I had my Shamil Gaziev video. We're going to be watching UFC Noche tonight. And Canelo versus Crawford. I got to go. Prelims are happening right now. Peace out. Subscribe. Tune into the stream tonight.